Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome inside Durfee's Luke Urban Fieldhouse, home of the Hilltoppers, as the Dartmouth Indians hit the road for Game 1 of this home-and-home series. Game 2 will be just 3 days from now, but the first one being played here in Fall River, and we're really excited. Both communities here teaming up, Fred TV and DC TV, to bring you coverage of this one. Evan Massoud with you for the call. Great to be doing some high school hoops again on DC TV. Of course, Fred TV, you've heard me this season for a few boys games already. Durfee coming in at 5-6. They're on a 3-game skid, but they've faced probably their 3 toughest opponents they will face this year, maybe with Attleboro being the exception that they haven't faced yet. But Durfee with losses to Brockton, New Bedford, and BR over the last week and a half. The putback is good from Trey Fletcher, getting the scoring started for Durfee. Dartmouth 1-10 on the season, really been struggling. The good news is that, if you've caught any of their games, they've never really been out of it. They haven't been many double-digit losses. It's just a matter of closing and, hitting some of the clutch shots down the stretch. There's a good example right there as Ethan Riskin puts it in for 2, and we're quickly tied up. We'll run down the starters for you. For the visiting Indians, number 10, Eric Vieira. Number 11, Tawan Estrella. Number 15, Cole Pimentel. Number 21, Ethan Riskin, we just saw. And number 24, Max Farah. And the Indians are led by first-year head coach Michael Granfield. For the Hilltoppers, number 1, Javon Holly. Number 5, Nilan Nera. Number 13, Isaiah Morency. Number 25, Ty Lopes. And number 30, Trey Fletcher, who was an addition to our roster. So he's getting the start. Head coach for the Hilltoppers is Jamison Guimond. This for 3, and that's good from downtown. Estrella from downtown. The Indians up by a point. And to the face right there, I'd call him a travel. And the turnover will send it the other way here. Different vantage point if viewers here in Fall River are used to seeing us cover games on Fred TV, as Estrella wants another from downtown, and that's good. How about that? What a quick start for the Indians, 8-4. But typically we're just across the way, right behind the scores table. So a different vantage point here. I've been wanting to do a game up here for a while, kind of just see how it is. And we figured this was a good opportunity because this setup here a little bit more advanced and, a few more cables and stuff. We don't want to have it in the general walking path. So let's set up on this side and get the higher angle. It really actually is a great angle to have. And so we'll probably try to do some more games from this side as well. Pimentel for 2, and the Indians out to a really fast start, a little faster start than, in all honesty, than I anticipated. Nilan Nera thought about going for 3. That's it to Fletcher. Nice move to the basket. Can't get it to fall. Morency was hit on the way down trying to get the rebound. The Hilltoppers get it back. Fletcher with a good basketball move and a foul coming. It'll be the first for the Indians tonight. Take another look as Morency gets ready for 2. So Nera got him the pass, and quite a bit of contact there. Morency missing on the first free throw as we come back to live. The foul is on Farah, his first, team first. That's good. And that cuts the lead, 10-5. For Durfee during that stretch, practice this week, Coach Guimond said he was very happy. Thought everybody played good and practiced strong as Pimentel carried himself all the way out of bounds on that little jumper in the paint. He said, coming off of a 3-game losing streak, always tough to kind of grind it out of practice. But like I said, Coach Guimond was very happy with how the Hilltoppers practiced this week. Morency trying to get free. He gets the ball outside. Nera going to jump inside the arc for 2. He's in the book now. One of the issues, again, was, shooting, and Durfee's had offensive struggles. They had a lot of them last year, and this year the team has definitely looked better. Coach has been more optimistic this year. A foul coming against Durfee. It'll be their first. Coach has been more optimistic about the offense this year than last. But the struggles are starting to show their head again. Anytime you kind of get that double team underneath, it's going to be Fletcher picking up the foul, number 30. And at the line is Vieira for 2. He'll hit the first, and he's in the book. So the Indians already with 4 different players scoring points in the first 3.5 minutes. Both free throws good. And that was something Coach Granfield said that they needed to work on. So one of the key losses that stands out for him, it was a close game, and 4 consecutive and 1 free throws were missed, and it ended up being a 4-point loss down the stretch for the Indians, one of their 10 losses. So, situations like that, you got to make the most of every opportunity you have the ball. You got to score. And those of you in Fall River heard me say this about the Durfee girls last Friday when they had their Big 3 win against New Bedford. That was something that Coach Smith had said, and that's something that Coach Granfield, every coach will tell you that. You got to score points. You can't have turnovers like that. Estrella to the basket. It is no good. Had all day to get that one off, too. A.B. Medrano, nice pass to Morency for 2. Medrano in off the bench. He had been starting. Again, Trey Fletcher got the start today. But Medrano, number 2 for Durfee, had been starting with regularity. Second foul for Durfee coming up. You see this. This is called selfless basketball right here. That's beautiful transition in the paint to get it to Morency. Nera picks up his first foul. It's the second for Durfee. That one was on the floor right around half court. No good there. To the corner. Medrano again, good feed to Morency, and he is fouled. Look at the other end here, the block from Nera, nicely done. That was before the foul on the other end, and now we're again back live. We see Morency missing that first free throw. So he's 1 for 3. He hit the second on his last trip. That foul, by the way, was on Riskin, number 21, his first. Morency hitting the second. So missing on that first, but able to make adjustments on the second time on both trips. Nice job to reel that in. Vieira really having to go up the ladder, coming all the way across. This one would be for 2. It is no good. The rebound to Ty Lopes as A.J. Souza tried to put that in from the corner. A couple of the subs in for the Indians as well now. Morency almost lost it. Banks it in off the glass. He's got 6 points. And the Hilltoppers have drawn back even. It is 14-14. First foul for Cruz. I'm sorry. That's on Ty Lopes for the Hilltoppers. Durfee's third foul, his first. Corner 3, no good off the rim. The rebound going to go back to the Indians. Nice job by Barnes to box out and allow Mental to get there, but the second chance effort, that second possession, no good for the Indians. As McRoy brought it out across center. Now the feed to Nera underneath, back to Morency. That one does not fall, but I like the targeting underneath and trying to almost play it simple, the layup game, instead of just trying to take outside shots. It's a little different look for Durfee as that one's from outside, no good. All the way down the court, Medrano up the ladder, loses it, gonna have to throw it back in, and Morency there to back him up. Kind of a lucky break right there for Durfee because they had numbers up front, before it kind of rolled off of Madrano's hands. That's for three and off the mark. Morency there for the rebound. They'll go back out, and Lopes will reset the play. Wants a three from way out. It's going to bounce back to Nillen, and Nillen loses it. Already just 90 seconds left in this first quarter, but a real quick quarter. It's underneath and good for two. A.J. Souza off the bench puts it in and puts the Indians back ahead by a basket. Again, good passing and good setup. Nera for two, he's got 6 points. I really like the passing for Durfee early on. This is not something that we always see. Moving the ball very well in the air. Got a whistle and a travel. Kind of a late signal for the travel, my gosh. The right call, yes, but you see on your screen there above Nera's left shoulder, Mike Herron, former Durfee great. He and his brother Chris put on some great shows here in this building. Nera for three, no good. A whistle, foul on the floor. I think they're calling a flagrant here. Durfee's fourth foul. I'm going to take a look at that. It's on Kumani Neal, just came off the bench. They are calling the flagrant foul on number 10. You're going to see him cheating in right here. Oh, yeah, you can't do that. Cannot do that. So Neal will cost his team 2 free throws, and we're talking really free throws. Nobody around. You get to shoot alone, and you get the ball. Pimentel at the line there. Taking care of business. 18-16 Dartmouth, and now the Indians get the ball with 35.7 to play in the first quarter. Oh, that was a great feed underneath, but in the right place at the right time was McRoy, weaving through traffic, and he gets it down the other end. Another foul with 16.1 on the clock. So Pimentel, who just got to shoot the free throws, picks up his first foul, third foul for the Indians, and McRoy will inbound. Vieira back into the game for the Indians. McRoy looking to inbound. Quick outside to Neal, and it bounces out. Pretty good look on a quick jumper three there. Somehow, Barnes able to get that in before the buzzer. That's incredible. I mean, he was flailing. Let's take a look at that. I mean, at least it could have been probably a foul call. There may have even been a travel there. Let's see, well, there was contact. I'd say that's probably a foul. There should probably have been an and one right there. There was definitely contact. I mean, the guy, he did not slip. Barnes did not go down on his own, but hey, needless to say. Good first quarter. Really good if you're looking at it from Dartmouth's perspective. 20 points in that first quarter, and they lead by 4. And the 20 points really spawned by Tawan Estrella, who had those back-to-back threes really early. So again, 20-16 the score. Hear the Durfee marching band playing here in between quarters. The first game the marching band has been at. It gives you that football feel. I like it because there's so much dead time in between the quarters. That 60 seconds can seem like a long time, especially when you're a fan just waiting and wanting to see more action. And you see the band, and you can see me up top, hello, and our other camera guy to my right. But the band Sounds really good. Not the biggest band. Hilltoppers marching band used to be quite a bit bigger, but I will tell you right now, they sound bigger than they are. They've really sounded good the last couple years here, so kudos to the musicians here at the high school. What a block, but a good putback by Cumani Neal as the second quarter starts with the Hilltoppers putting up 2 points. They trail by 2. Evan Massoud with you here on Fred TV and DC TV as we join forces to bring you Indians Hilltoppers basketball on your local Channel 9s. Going out to Neal. Neal feeding it underneath to Nera. Again, really well executed. Good draw up there, looking for the open guy, not just trying to make something out of nothing. I'm impressed by that so far for the Hilltoppers. They have been playing selfless basketball in the first 9 minutes of this game. That one does not roll in. The rebound to Tyrin Gilliard, who's in off the bench, number 34. Good job by Neal, keeping that one in. Nera for the jumper, and it doesn't roll. Thinking about three was Estrella. Again, had back-to-back threes in the first. Now going to Vieira on the far side. And no good. A.B. Medrano cruising. Gonna go out to Neal. Neal for three. Got it! And a timeout. Let's take a look at that. Durfee's first from downtown. And Neal had plenty of time, actually well beyond the arc. Nothing but net. 23-20, the Hilltoppers back ahead. We're back at it out of the timeout. Waiting for the jump ball signal, and finally. Hilltoppers with possession here on this jump ball. Javon Holly. Got it to McRoy, now he got it back, and a travel called. Really quick whistle. Holly gets it back. Medrano gonna set for a quick three. That was well off the mark to the left of the basket, but Morency was there for the rebound. No basket, but the foul. They're calling Morency on an offensive foul. Durfee's 5th. Coach Guimond not pleased with the call, still questioning it, and just kind of waves his hand. Looked like a pretty good basketball move by Isaiah to me. Now foul on the floor for the Indians. The 2nd foul for Farah, 4th team foul for Dartmouth. So we'll go back the other way. See at the bottom of your screen some of the heads at the bottom of the screen. The Durfee 6th man getting going here in the 2nd quarter as that 3 from Neal missed. And if I have counted accurately, he's just 1 for 3 from three-point land. Good job. Oh, that's a late whistle on Medrano, who looked like he defended that well. We'll take a look and judge for ourselves. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's a foul. So Medrano picks up his first 6th team foul for the Hilltoppers. Yeah, he can't slap at the shooter's arm. That doesn't work either. Riskin hits the first. Second shot is missed. The rebound almost went to Estrella, and he kind of tipped it into the hands of the Hilltoppers. So Durfee coming back the other way, good feet underneath. And Morency having a good first half. He gets that one to go. It's 8 points for him, leading all scorers right now. Actually tied with Nera. So he and Nera leading all scorers. That's for 3, and it's in and out. Loose ball and a foul. Durfee 7th, and I believe it's going to be on Isaiah. Nope, it's actually on Kumani Neal, his 2nd. And at the line is number 22, Kaysen Tripp. No good. So 1 for 2 in that trip. Indians, after really good first quarter, have had nothing from the field in this 2nd. Only 2 free throws. That's really why the Hilltoppers have pulled back ahead by 3 points. Eighth foul for Durfee. Scratch that. Just an out-of-bounds play, so just inbounding the ball. No fouls, no fouls. I heard the whistle the 2nd time there, so I thought we had a foul coming. Out of play, and now Durfee ball. Coach Guimond still having a little chat with our official on that side. Looks like a pretty friendly chat. Holly to McRoy. Now Ty Lopes, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna go out to Holly, he wants 3, and it's in and out. McRoy with the rebound. No foul there. Might have been a little contact from behind, but nothing egregious. Morency takes it away. And on transition, Estrella takes it away, and then he loses it, so Holly gets the reprieve. It was a good defensive play, turned kind of sloppy. Lopes gets the feed from Nera, gets it tipped, and not a good trip down the other end there for Durfee. Estrella gonna put it in for 2. He's got 8 points, his first basket of the team's first basket of this 2nd quarter. Lopes to McRoy. McRoy around traffic. Jumper, no good. The rebound to Vieira. We go the other way again. Indians can pull ahead with the next basket. Travel called. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Tight ball game. Nice feed to Nera, but an errant pass. Had the right idea. Durfee's 8th foul is Nillen's 2nd foul. And it's going to be 1-1 for the Indians. Riskin will go to the line. He is 1 for 2. That one coming earlier this quarter. And that all-important first shot is good, so he will live to shoot another, and that ties it up at 25. That one does not go. Almost a carbon copy. Just that one didn't want to fall. Nice touch from Holly. Can't get it to go. Trying to pull his own rebound back. Loose ball, and now a whistle. No signal for a jump ball. It's going to be Indians' ball. I believe it was a jump ball, but there was no signal to that effect. There was certainly no foul. We'd be going back to the line. Bad pass there as well. Kaysen Tripp picks up Dartmouth's 5th foul. Way back in Durfee's zone. That was the pause and play there, so now we're back at it. Medrano back out to Holly, now to Nillen in the paint, and Nera puts it up, no good. 70 seconds to play in the first half, still tied at 25. Offensively has not been a pretty quarter. The first quarter was much better from an offensive standpoint. Pretty sloppy here in this second quarter. Lots of turnovers, a lot of missed baskets. Quite a few fouls from Durfee too. Well, four in the first, 4 in the second here. Back out to Holly. Holly wanted to set for 3 and he couldn't. And trying to find now Morency, and it was a bad pass again. So the turnovers killing both sides right now. For the lead, it's good. Tripp. 28-25. Indians have pulled back in front. Now Holly to tie it back up at 28, and that's no good. Indians will look to take the last shot. 10 seconds left in the first half. Good ball movement, trying to get Estrella open. They did for a second. Medrano covered him up quickly. Well defended, and now Holly going to let it fly at the buzzer off the glass. Great defensive stop by the Hilltoppers to end the half. They will trail by 3 after in a quarter that they led most of. 28-25. I'll say one thing is they did a good job limiting the Indians from the field in that second quarter. Just 2 shots from the field made and then 3 free throws in 6 chances, limiting them after a 20-point output to just 8 in the second. I mean, you got to consider that a win. Still down, but things could be worse. I mean, Durfee only put up 9. So, I mean, when you look at it that way. But considering what Dartmouth did in the first, not a bad job defensively to make some changes for the Hilltoppers. All right, first half in the books on Fred TV and DC TV. We will be back with the third quarter right after this.
Honor, courage, sacrifice, pride, our city. Fall River has traditionally been in the forefront of honoring our nation's soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen. Vietnam veterans took the initiative to secure rights to an 80% size replica of the Healing Wall for Veterans Bicentennial Park. The names of over 58,000 fallen heroes will be engraved on the 360-foot long replica wall. 100% of the money raised benefits the building of our Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall in Fall River. Help build our wall, which is scheduled to open in 2020. The meaning, the spirit, and the value of the wall is everyone's. Be part of this exceptional, once-in-a-lifetime project. To make a donation, please visit VietnamMemorialWall.org or connect with us at Facebook.com.
And we are back here at the Fieldhouse for the second half as Durfee hosts Dartmouth tonight. Boys basketball at the hallowed Luke Urban Fieldhouse in Fall River. Evan Massoud with you on DC TV and Fred TV, both Channel 9s in your local communities. And we got a good game here, competitive game, we'll say, close game. Probably a little closer than, probably a little bit closer than you would anticipate just based on the records. But nonetheless, a good game so far. Dartmouth put up 20 points in that first quarter. That's really a big reason why they have their lead right now. They got off to a good start, and they kind of built up that base of points. They've never really been out of it. Again, you know, I mentioned this in the open. Coach Granfield was saying that, you know, a lot of the games have been close games. They're in it. It's not like they're getting blown out by 20 points. You know, every time out. It's been close games. It's just a matter of closing out. They've played with a lead in the second half and have not been able to hold it. Well, we'll see if that trend ends tonight. For the Hilltoppers, they'd like to come back. They need to snap and stop this three-game losing streak that they're on, because the road ahead for them not looking too great. They actually do have a game mixed in here in between this home and home series, if you will. It's really home and home for Dartmouth. But Durfee's actually playing tomorrow, being a Saturday. They're playing on Saturday, hosting Snowden, before going to Dartmouth next week. And then they got to go to Brockton on Friday, which I'm not going to write off, but it's not going to be an easy task. Brockton was here to Coach Bowen 2 weeks ago, and they won 73-50. So, you know, the story against Brockton is usually not good, unfortunately, for the Hilltoppers. Brockton is just always so tough in boys basketball, and this year no different. There's a foul on the floor very quickly, and so that's on the Indians. So Hilltoppers get to keep possession. Nera back outside to Neal. So we switched sides. Now Ty Lopes looking for the long ball, and it's good. Hilltoppers with 5 points in the first 40 seconds. They've pulled ahead by 2. That foul was on Riskin, number 21 for the Indians. That's what gave the ball back to Durfee. Good for 2, Farah, his first basket of the night. Hilltoppers taking it down the other side here. Indians with just 5 first half fouls. The Hilltoppers had 8. We'd like to see that get limited a little bit. Had a lot of stoppages in play in that first half. The three from Vieira well short and no good as we take it the other way again. Estrella with the rebound on Durfee's miss. On the bottom line, both sides got to make the baskets. And the Hilltoppers had a lot of points left on the court, as did the Indians in that first half. You know, take away the first quarters, which were pretty good. The second quarter was really a step back. Both sides want to win this one. They got to shoot better. That's really point blank. No pun intended. There's the steal. Lopes. Good for two. Lopes had 0 points in the first half, 5 here in the first 2 minutes. Really the bigger story, you know, for Durfee was Nera and Morency went pretty cold in that second quarter. Each of them had 6 points in the first quarter and just combined for 2 baskets in the second. So Nera already has one here in this third quarter. Morency with his third foul. He's got 2 in this half already, 2 in the quarter. Estrella from way out. That one no good. Actually, it was long. It hit off the back of the basket. Probably could have hit it from further. Holly, nice move. And that's his first basket since the first quarter. They get it back, and he's fouled. Look at the steal here as the Indians pick up foul number 2 of this half. So Holly went to the basket as we're in the timeout, so we can stay on replay here a little longer. So then on the inbounding pass here, look at Holly just stick the hands in there. I mean, really good heads-up basketball. Quick to the ball. That's what you like to see if you're a coach. Third foul on Rizkin, and it's going to be 2 shots for Holly. We come out of the timeout, and cheerleaders will give us a shout or 2 here. Let me mention the road ahead for Durfee while we have the timeout. Next couple games for Dartmouth. Their next game will be against Durfee, again hosting on Tuesday. They're actually going into a 3-game homestand. So Tuesday against Durfee, then New Bedford Voc comes in on Thursday, and then a week from Tuesday on the 5th, back to OC play, a rematch with Barnstable. Indians 0-2 in OC play this year. Holly getting set and ready for 2 shots. Durfee up 34-30. Trailed by 3 to start the quarter. And they add to the lead. Second shot, no good. Loose ball, and finally gathered by Vieira, so the Indians do get the rebound officially. That was tipped by Lopes, it looked like. And that last pass tipped by Nera. Durfee getting their fingertips on the ball, just not able to do anything with it or keep it. A whistle for a jump ball. I like to see the officials make the signal for it, because they're not putting the thumbs up to signal. They're just blowing the whistle. In the paint, now coming to the corner here to Farah. And it was a bad pass taken away by Lopes. Lopes to the basket for 2, having a great third quarter is Ty Lopes. All 7 of his points coming here in the third. And it's a 7-point Durfee lead. Well, it's going to be a foul on Lopes now. This should be Durfee's third. And it is on Lopes, his second foul. A little over-aggressive right there. A floater here to Barnes. Barnes with the pass underneath Morency. All ball that time. A whistle and a travel called. Good defense. Nice job by Isaiah. You know, he gets called on a lot of those fouls, but did a good job making sure that he not only got just the ball on the first block, but kind of waited back patiently to be careful and not grab the foul. Isaiah with 3, again, 2 in this quarter, so he's got to be careful. Lopes almost took that one back too. Barnes back outside. This is for 3, and it's off the rim. Kept in, nice job by Tripp. Another block, Morency comes away with it, gonna feed Neal down the other side of the court to the basket. How about that? Nine-point lead, largest lead of the night for either side. That's a jumper, that'll cut it back a little bit. Souza with a good look there. That's his first basket since the first quarter. Lopes to Holly. Out to Neal, who's already hit one from downtown. That one was short. Ooh, in and out. Souza looked like he had it squared up, but didn't want to fall. Holly for the jumper, no good. It's going to bounce and be grabbed by Barnes. He'll take it across center court. Holly trying to jar it loose. Good shielding by Morency. No contact, no foul, no basket. Well, that's a travel. Wow, that's a foul. Calling a foul. Let's take a look first at the let me take a look. Yeah, here we go at the replay of the block down the other end and that great pass down the court to set up Neal and that little teardropper. Nillen hit the first shot. I'm sorry, that last one, I think that was a travel on Nillen-Nera. I don't think he should be shooting 2 right now. It all depends on when that foul actually occurred and how quickly the official get the whistle to the mouth. So that's the other thing is, you know, it looks bad sometimes. You know, you hear a lot of the fans jarring at the call as Nillen goes 1 for 2. But, you know, from here, the foul, tough to see at this angle, might have actually occurred before the travel, because it was certainly a travel in my opinion there. Oh, nice blind feed from Estrella. That's a travel now on this side. Souza got the bad news from the official and the fans. I love when it's, you know, 100 different referees in the building too. Maybe Medrano, good feed to Nera, almost lost it, double teamed in the corner, finds Morency one-on-one. Morency with the foul there. There was contact, but not calling it for Morency. Gets the basket though, he's up to 10 points. Nillen with 11 after the free throw. A steal for Morency. 3-on-2, he's gonna go to the basket all alone. Durfee up by 12 with 90 seconds to play in the third. And while we go to timeout, let's take another look at this steal. Talk about using the height and the arm span to reel that one in coast to coast. Morency having a really nice night. 12 points for him. And that's the lead for Durfee, 44-32. Since that, looking at some of these numbers, since that first quarter, the Indians have only tallied 12 points in almost 2 full quarters here, because we're already almost done with the third. And I wouldn't say we credit it just to cold shooting, because they've had some good looks, but the Durfee defense has really kind of buttoned things up a bit. Just 4 baskets from the field in about 15 minutes of play here since that first quarter. And then the other 3 points to account for were 3 for 6 at the line. So the Dartmouth shooting has really gotten cold, but I do think it's partly, you've seen here in the third quarter the takeaways. Durfee's defense has really tightened up. And, for Coach Guimond, that's a good thing. And the nice thing is that in transition from those takeaways, Hilltoppers are getting points, and that's good too, because the shooting had been, kind of been slowing up a little bit. We'll say that. The New Bedford game last week was definitely a close game. He said for most of it, it wasn't out of reach. It wasn't a runaway. The Brockton game, anyway, Durfee was down by 10 after 3, and you see they won 73-50. It was a dominating closeout by the Boxers. But the New Bedford game, it wasn't that bad. Hilltoppers somehow kept possession there through all of that, and now a travel. Under a minute to play in the third. And a foul. Durfee's 4th. And the second from Madrano. Oh, another great block from Morency. The player's still down, though. The basket should count. It does. It was put in by Vieira. But hitting the court hard was Tripp. And I think they're calling for the trainer here. Oh, well, Kelly's already out there. Looks like coach was asking for some help. We'll take a quick timeout here for the injured player, and we'll see you on the other side. 45.4 seconds to play in the third. Case and Tripp with a little bit of help getting up, but was able to walk off under his own power. You see him on the right side of your screen there with our trainer, Kelly Mahoney. As play resumes, Durfee up by 10. Bad pass from Lopes, and the Indians, oh, well, they lose it right there on the other side. Lopes gets it back, can't get it to fall. Hilltoppers will get to inbound, though. Looking at just about a 4-second differential on the shot clock versus the game clock. You see it there on our scoreboard. Let's see if Durfee tries to hold possession. Now Morency, he goes right to the basket. That one doesn't fall, though. It goes off the rim. Another steal for the Hilltoppers. Lopes loses it. McRoy puts it up. Not gonna happen. That one went actually quite far. Didn't have a good feel of it. That steal no good. Does not pan out for Durfee that time. Almost thrown away. Another steal with 3 seconds and a collision. Will play on and keep it in. No, it goes out of play. 1.6. What a wild last 30 seconds. My gosh. Nobody wants to score. It's going to be a Dartmouth ball with 1.5 seconds. Let it fly. No good. Great third quarter for the Hilltoppers. 44-34. They hold Dartmouth to just 6 points in the third. They put up 19, their highest output in a single quarter tonight. really what the Hilltoppers needed. Trying to take care of business at home here again and get back to their winning ways and pull up to 500. Again, the last 3 games they've dropped, so the 10-point lead, a good cushion as you start the 4th. I mean, you don't want to don't let your foot off the gas by any stretch, but defense has been really tough, and the offense has been putting up some points. Again, that 3rd quarter, very impressive for the Hilltoppers. I do want to mention that JV today, what a great JV game right before this one. Came right down to the last possession, 61-58. Durfee won JV tonight. I mean, that's like a varsity score right there. That's a lot of points for JV. A very impressive middle game here. Of course, freshmen played earlier, and then JV at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then this one tipped a little late. Usually it's a little after 6:30. These are scheduled for 6:30, but that's out of play, and McRoy stepped out with the foot. It's the 4th quarter underway here on DCTV and Fred TV in Dartmouth and Fall River. Evan Massoud with you for the final quarter here. Durfee and Dartmouth squaring off in boys hoops. Right now the Hilltoppers poised to grab their 6th win. It looks like a jump ball. Again, no jump ball signal there. Very strange. It's supposed to be the thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, both hands. And I haven't seen that yet once tonight from these officials. I think this was our 4th jump ball. That's out of play. It should be Durfee ball. Lopes. That's it. I'm calling a foul. Number 4 for the Indians. First on Vieira. Lopes for 3 from the corner. No good. The rebound to Riskin. Almost lost it. And now McRoy, I believe, going to get called on a foul. This would be Durfee's 5th. It is on McRoy, his 1st. Lopes had a very big 3rd quarter, 0 points in the first half. Vieira for 3. But Lopes, a big part of the 3rd quarter surge for Durfee, 7 points. Morenzi missing the jam. Vieira for 3 again, no good. McRoy with the rebound. Fed to Medrano. Medrano gets it to go. Amazingly, just the first basket for AB. I mean, again, he did not start tonight. He's seen limited time. He's been out there. I don't want to say actually limited. Fletcher started, but Medrano actually has been out there for the bulk of the time. And AB not with any huge point totals tonight. Had 7 in the Brockton game that was here. That was the last time I saw the boys. Nothing in the 4th quarter, though, just 2 points in that second half. Lopes had 13 in that one. Morenzi just the 6, 0 second half points. But again, you know, Morenzi actually leading the way, still leading the charge with 12 points. Actually, that's the game high. Quick timeout. Indians using a couple extra seconds. Pass there to Riskin, getting all the way down the court. Indians Oh, it's off the glass. They were looking for Vieira, and a bad pass, and Durfee gives it back the other way, so I guess Dartmouth doesn't have to feel too bad about it. And that does not fall. Foul coming. Durfee looking at number 6. It'll be Nillanera's third foul. Riskin at the line. This is his third trip to the line. He's 2 for 4. Second shot no good, so 50% at the line. Loose ball. Morency kind of just gave up on it. And now a wide open 3 for Pimentel. Doesn't go. Ty Lopes for 2. Vieira on the other side looking for the 3 ball. The rebound to Pimentel and the putback for Riskin. 48-40. Medrano fed to Morency for 2. Almost stolen by Medrano. Lopes and Medrano, the Hilltoppers' defensive front has been so quick to the ball and so tough on the Indians tonight, jarring the ball loose with authority. Really impressive. I mean, they've been playing basically a pressing defense for most of this game, and it's really paid off. They're calling a block on Medrano. Didn't look like he moved much. He basically was standing there. Durfee 7th. And now we're going to play the game of bonus shots. Barnes, 1-1. First one good. Both shots good, and Barnes up to 4 points on the night. It's an 8-point game again. Medrano waiting down in the corner. Going to take a little jumper inside, no good. He'll feed it to Johnson on the run. He puts it in off the glass. Nera is fouled, saying no shot. Topper's got to make a couple shots though. Very quickly turn to a 2-possession game here. Just a 6-point lead. Medrano out for the time being. Holly with the high inbounding shot. Lopes gonna just go for 3. And it looks like he draws the foul. He's gonna take 3 shots. Pimentel's second foul, 6th team foul. And Lopes going to take 3 shots, the first one made. Second one made. And the 3 was not really even close, so if he hits all 3 of these, consider it a gift. All 3 free throws made. Timeout, Durfee. 4:51 to play in the game. Hilltoppers back up by 9. For a copy of this game, folks, remember your DC TV. We do offer Blu-ray if you want a Blu-ray disc. As the Durfee marching band lets us know of the final countdown. Here in Fall River, you can like and follow our Fred TV Sports Facebook page. If you're into social media, we post all our games there, as well as other sports news and all kinds of media. That's what it's for, social media. So connect with us at Fred TV Sports. Dartmouth will inbound here out of the timeout. Durfee playing back a little bit. Luckily that was tipped, because that would have been backcourt on the Indians, but it was tipped off of Neal, and then a bad pass underneath at the other end. So Durfee with the steal. Lopes to the basket for 2. And Lopes, thanks to a great second half here, has 14 points and now leads, or is tied with Morency for the game high. Another rebound for Isaiah right there. Gets it freed up to Holly. Holly drives the lane and is fouled. Farah picking up his 3rd foul. It's the 7th team foul for the Indians. Both sides into bonus now. Holly, his 2nd trip to the line. He's 1 for 2. May get 1 for 3. Both shots miss. Stolen by Lopes, but the momentum carrying him right out of bounds, right below us. And almost into the 6th man for Durfee. Jumper from the line. No good. Nera with the rebound. Neal. Blocked! Oh, what a defensive block from Souza. Let's take a look at that. Souza goes airborne with the denial. Hits the deck hard. No worse for wear. Farah for 2. That cuts it back to 9. Holly to Neal, now to Nera. Back out to Neal, quick 3, it's off the rim. Morency is gonna pick up, I believe, an offensive foul. And it's probably gonna be his, I think it's gonna be his 4th, that's what we got. Yep, it is his 4th. Durfee's 8th, and Dartmouth's gonna have a 1-and-1. Eric Vieira will head to the line. Hit his first 2 free throws, and that came in the 1st quarter, very early. Gets the favorable bounce there. And is now 3 for 3, so he'll take another shot. 8 points for Vieira after that last free throw. That one does not fall. Morency with the rebound taken away, but now it should be Durfee ball again. Good pressure there from Johnson. Deep pass inbounds to Neal, who just barely got it. Lopes for the long 3 from way out. Ty Lopes with 17 points in the game. Johnson had to corral that one. It was heading out of play. Pimentel for 3, and that's no good. Neal with the tip. Nera with the rebound. Morency can't put it in on the feed from Lopes. Ball on the ground. Neal gonna steal it. Wants a 3. Got it! 10 points for Neal and a 14-point Durfee lead. Vieira, quick turnaround jumper. That was nice. And he's got 10. First Dartmouth Indian with 10 points tonight. Estrella was floating with 8 for a while. He had, again, those 2 threes. Excuse me, back in the back in the first quarter. He's had 8 for a while. No second half points for Estrella. Vieira for 3 that time, no good, into the hands of Farah for 2, a timeout. Cuts it back to 10. 61-51, 1:46 to play. Couple of clutch threes there for the Hilltoppers in the last 2 minutes to try to put the game away. I mean, I'm not going to say 10 points is out of the question right now, but those couple of threes, always use those extra points when you can get them. And the long ball helped out Durfee right there. 14 points is that was the largest lead of the night for either side. It was short-lived, but still largest lead of the night. Glad we were able to coordinate Fred TV, DC TV, and bring you coverage of tonight's game here in Fall River, as again, both communities teaming up to bring you boys hoops. And I'll tell you, it's been a long week for me. I was laid up since last weekend with basically the flu. Let me tell you, it was not fun. So nice to be back off the couch, because you know there's only so many reruns of The Office and CSI that you can watch before you start going stir crazy. I can't say what the guys in the truck are telling me right now in my headset, but kind of funny though. Now, the high from this past week was the Patriots' huge road win against the Kansas City Chiefs. Get to their 3rd straight Super Bowl, which is just ridiculous. We're really getting spoiled here, I tell you. But that was pretty much the high of my week, was seeing them win it Sunday to earn that spot in Super Bowl 53. It was all downhill from there. So, and again, great to be back doing some games. 90 seconds to play in the contest. The Indians trail by 11, needing some points. That'll help. Farah for 2. 8 points for him, all in the second half. 6 of those points coming here in the 4th. Nera to Morency underneath for 2. 16 for him behind Lopes, 17 points. So Morency with a huge night. Nera contributed very well for the Hilltoppers too, with 12. We're under a minute. Vieira, another 3. That's his 2nd from downtown. He's had a great 4th quarter. 9 points in the 4th for him. And a timeout for the Indians. Down to an 8-point game with 53 seconds to play. And while I will say that the Pats' probably greatest Super Bowl win, coming with against Atlanta in Super Bowl 51, was on Fox. You hear the Fox theme song now. I am thrilled that it's not on Fox this year. Mike in the truck says he loves Joe Buck, but I think he's the first person I've ever met to say that. So I'm calling you know what on that statement. I will say that I've always liked Jim Nantz and CBS's broadcasts. And while I think Romo can be a little too much to deal with sometimes, he is very good and sees a lot and sees more than 99% of the color guys that do the NFL games over the air. So Jim Nantz and Tony Romo on CBS, probably going to be a really good broadcast. And hopefully for the Pats, I mean, of course I'm a Pats fan, so I'm not rooting for anybody else. Hoping Brady gets his 6th. It's going to be tough, that's for sure. The defense for the Rams, I think, could give the Pats some trouble. If they go to a zone and they go back to zone, which they were doing for a time while Talib was out, I think Brady's going to pick them apart. If they play man, could be a little tougher than even Kansas City. We'll see what happens. You got to wait till the game. We can speculate all we want. Bottom line is I think the Pats are a little more driven even than last year. I don't think they're going to leave Atlanta with a loss. So we'll leave it at that. That's all the Super Bowl talk we'll go to. Nera driving the lane. That was pretty. Puts it in for 2. We got a player hit down the other end, number 15, Pimentel. Might have rolled an ankle. He's limping off camera, so that was the whistle there. We get a sub for him in the final 23 seconds. Basket is good from Vieira, who's had such a great fourth quarter, really. He's been the bright spot. I said I wasn't going to make predictions. Pre-game, I said the Hilltoppers would put up 68 points. I forget what I said for Dartmouth, maybe 43, 44. I think I had them a little less, but the 20-point first quarter really kind of took that number out. Not a bad performance, I would say, by Dartmouth, especially later in the game. The fourth quarter much better than the middle 2 quarters. But the problem is it's a 4-quarter game. You got to play all 4. And Hilltoppers used to their advantage. That third quarter really propelled Durfee to the win here. And again, a very big fourth quarter too. I mean, 24 points, nothing to slouch about. But the third quarter is really what kind of started putting it away for Durfee. And they pull away with a 10-point victory at home, snapping a 3-game losing streak. Dartmouth got to go back to the drawing board. It wasn't a bad performance, but nonetheless, their 11th loss in 12 games this season. Been a lot of fun to be with you tonight on DCTV and Fred TV. Final score one last time at 68-58, a 10-point victory for Durfee here on their home court on the Friday night. Oops, there we go, 68-58. Thanks to everybody behind the scenes once again. Always a great crew to work with, and we'll be seeing you soon. In fact, you'll be hearing me on the station during the week as well for college hoops, as UMass has a women's and men's doubleheader this weekend as well. Final score, 68-58. Evan Masters saying so long from Durfee.
Honor, courage, sacrifice, pride, our city. Fall River has traditionally been in the forefront of honoring our nation's soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen. Vietnam veterans took the initiative to secure rights to an 80% size replica of the Healing Wall for Veterans Bicentennial Park. The names of over 58,000 fallen heroes will be engraved on the 360-foot long replica wall. 100% of the money raised benefits the building of our Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall in Fall River. Help build our wall, which is scheduled to open in 2020. The meaning, the spirit, and the value of the wall is everyone's. Be part of this exceptional, once-in-a-lifetime project. To make a donation, please visit VietnamMemorialWall.org or connect with us at Facebook.com.